Okay, I'm Ernie18, and right now I'm 86 years old, believe it or not. But children, I attended school here back in 1936. That would be 81 years ago. And that was from 1st to 4th grade. And we didn't have kindergarten back then. What we learned was reading, writing, and arithmetic. And we had one teacher for maybe 18 pupils in 4 grades. And our teacher was Grace Oliver. Well, when I went here, I remember a wood stove over in this corner, and every morning the teacher had to start a new fire, and then by lunchtime or maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we had a coal bin underneath the platform. It was on the opposite corner, down in the basement, and we'd put coal in the fire till school was over, probably about 3:30, and by next morning the fire would be all gone, it would be out. We'd have to start a new fire. And this happened every day through the winter time. And the summertime, of course, we opened the windows. We only had windows towards the highway, and we'd have flies, and so we'd catch flies, and sometimes as far as putting, like in the morning, we'd put the flag up. 2 boys would carry the flag out, and we did not dare to let it touch the ground in our day. Or when it would rain or look like rain, we'd have to bring it in. And we'd fold it every time we bring it in, and so it was folded for the next morning. And as far as games or anything to play, we had no swings and no seesaws, and we didn't even know what a bat and ball was back then. And entertainment was just run around outside and get into trouble. Yeah. As far as lunch is concerned, we all brought a paper bag with a sandwich and maybe an apple or an orange. And we didn't even have anything in our lunch to drink. We depended on our drinking water, which, like I said earlier, was from a hand-dug well. And that kettle bucket of water pretty well lasted us all day. We didn't go twice for water. Yeah. And we also had a cloakroom over here that we hung all our clothes in, our jackets and stuff in the wintertime, and all our paper bag lunches were put up on a shelf. Nothing was identified. We all know whose lunch it was. Yeah. Say, well, it was from 1st to 4th grade, and I'd say the most was probably 16 or 18 children in all 4 grades. Oftentimes there was 2 or 3 in the same 4 grades from the same family, like say maybe 3 Detwallers or 3 Gaymans and Moyers. There was always a lot of Moyers, but oftentimes brothers and sisters were going through the 4 grades together. And then eventually we went over to Gayman School, which was in 113 between Silverdale and Blooming Glen. And there I went from 5th to 8th grade. After 8th grade, why, I had to stay home and work on the farm. Never went to high school, and that was our life. School started at 9 o'clock. I would say I probably left, I lived in 113 down here, and I would say I probably left house maybe 8:15, and there would be 2 guys, and then I'd meet 2 guys walking out 113, and we'd pick up 3 more. Until we were all up here, there might have been a good 8 or 10 of us, yeah. And we didn't have to worry about cars hitting us, because if there was a half dozen cars on the road then, why, it was unusual, yeah. Ice cream was something that we rarely got. It was a treat. And I used to go to the bar, but Dad took me to a barber shop in Telford. We're close to Southerton, but Telford was the barber shop. And of course, us boys would get a haircut. He'd put a board across the arms of the chair for us to sit on so he could give us our haircut. And he would give us a little ticket every time to get a nickel cone of ice cream. And Westview Dairy, Hoffman's Dairy, Hedrick's Dairy, there were dairies all around. They had little stores, little ice cream places on the corners where you could get your nickel cone. And that was really a treat. And even as far as Christmas, we would maybe get an orange from the fire company. And that was a treat. Candy bar, maybe we'd get a candy bar for a birthday. We never knew. But those were the days when things like that were a big treat, yeah.